Morning, my dear students. Today we will continue the lesson, The Needs of Green Plants. But today our lesson is about the need for carbon dioxide. So as we said in the previous sessions that green plants, in order to grow normally, they need water and mineral salts. Today we will make an experiment in order to prove the importance of carbon dioxide for the plant growth. So page 15, need for carbon dioxide. In document 3, we will talk about a gas which called carbon dioxide that's found in air. It is around us, and the leaves absorb this carbon dioxide from the environment in order to produce their own organic matter or their own food. So in order to prove that the plant needs carbon dioxide, let's analyze the following experiment. First, here in plant E, we put the plant E in a glass bell with a solution of potassium hydroxide. The potassium hydroxide here, the role of potassium hydroxide is to absorb the carbon dioxide. So by which here the plant will, the carbon dioxide will be inhibited and the leaves can't absorb the carbon dioxide. So plant E will receive water and mineral salts and light. And don't forget that this glass bell is transparent. So since it is transparent, this means that it allows light to pass through it. So here, this plant is deprived of carbon dioxide. Excellent. What happens to the plant after a few days later? So this plant, after a few days, the plant will stop growing. So here, we will deduce that the carbon dioxide is inhibited by potassium hydroxide. Thus, the leaves can't absorb the carbon dioxide. So which part of the plant is responsible for taking the CO2 from the environment? Of course, the leaves. So the leaf is responsible for taking CO2 from the air. The green leaves contain small pores that called stomata that allow the leaves to absorb the CO2 around it. So we said that the leaves are responsible for taking or absorbing carbon dioxide from the environment. How do they absorb carbon dioxide? So they have small pores. These pores are called stomata, in which these pores allow the CO2 to enter, and by this way they absorb carbon dioxide from the environment. So the leaves contain stomata. These stomata are responsible for allowing CO2 to enter the leaf. So here the leaves absorb carbon dioxide through the stomata. In this experiment on your book, you have pot E. Pot E is a plant placed in environment rich in carbon dioxide. It is watered. The air is rich in carbon dioxide. A transparent cover, it allows sunlight to pass through. But pot F is placed in an environment, it's rich in carbon dioxide, it's watered. The air here, the air is not rich in carbon dioxide due to the presence of potassium. So as I said in the previous slide, that potassium will inhibit the absorption of carbon dioxide or will absorb the carbon dioxide in this sac. So the sac here is also transparent. It allows light to pass through. But the presence of potassium here will absorb the carbon dioxide. 2 weeks later, pot E will grow normally, while pot F stops growing. On your book, page 15, the first question, indicate how CO2 is provided to the plant. So how CO2 is provided to the plant? First of all, it is provided to the plant by which organ? By the leaves. What do we have in the leaves that absorb carbon dioxide? Of course, the stomata. And CO2, it's found in the environment. So CO2 is found in air. So this means that the small pores in the leaves called stomata allow the passage of carbon dioxide from the air. So the air, CO2 is found in the air. CO2 is absorbed by the leaves through their stomata. Number two, in your opinion, why was potassium added in the transparent cover of pot F? In pot F here, that inside the transparent cover, we put potassium. So, and here the air is without carbon dioxide. So, in your opinion, why potassium was added in this transparent cover? Excellent. So, potassium is added to absorb carbon dioxide from the air. So this means that the air here in the transparent cover of pot F is deprived from CO2. So potassium is added to absorb carbon dioxide from the air. Number three, compare the growth of the two plants after 2 weeks of the experiment. If you look here at the results in pot E and pot F after 2 weeks, you will see that pot E grows normally, while the plant in pot F, it stops growing. So this means that plant in pot F develop normally after 2 weeks, while plants in pot F stay the same. So what do we conclude here? Of course, we conclude that CO2 is important for the growth of green plants. So the conclusion is carbon dioxide is essential for the growth of plants. Till here, we will finish our session. Thank you for listening and goodbye.